We're joined by Kathy Fork right now. We've been able to get her on the phone with the Team Play. She's part of the group that will be holding these news conferences outside of Planned Parenthood sites around the state this afternoon at around 4:30. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm glad we got you on the phone. Thank you very much for calling in.
Oh, sure. Thank you for having me.
Tell folks the reason behind Team Play and what you're trying to accomplish this afternoon.
Well, Team Play is a group of concerned citizens who are very concerned about the incidents of ambulance runs at the Planned Parenthood in St. Louis. And we were really deeply troubled when we found out that they want to open up not just one more clinic in Columbia, but they want to open up 4 more across the state. And that was just really hard to hear because, we have people on the sidewalk there in Columbia and also in St. Louis, and these ambulance runs just keep happening and happening. And women need to be safe. Women deserve to be safe. And so that's why we're ringing the alarm about what is happening at the St. Louis Planned Parenthood.
One of the examples that you give are the fact that at least 2 locations in the state, they've been refused a new surgical license because they can't even comply with some of those basic safety standards?
That is right. They were given, Columbia, for example, was given a lot of accommodations the last time that they got their license, and they can't meet the basic ambulatory surgical center regulations, and the one in Kansas City is even worse. The thing is, we care about women and their safety, and women need to have safe health care.
Well,
so we're sounding the alarm. We want people to know that it's not very safe to go to the St. Louis facility when there are so many ambulances there.
What are some of the other options that you're providing for women around the state?
Well, there are lots of options in the state. There's alternatives to abortion. That is a couple $1 million a fund. There's just all kinds of things. But the main thing that we're really concerned about is that these women are not receiving proper health care. Their health is at risk. And this is not a good thing for any woman in the state of Missouri.
Have you guys heard from whistleblowers inside of that organization?
Whistleblowers are any person who sees something that's wrong and speaks about it. A whistleblower is somebody that's on the sidewalk and that sees something. Whistleblowers are all over the place. Like David DeLayden, he's a example of a whistleblower.
Well, Kathy, I appreciate you giving us a few minutes this afternoon. So I know the location here in St. Louis is going to be one of the ones, and I don't have that address in front of me. I had it a moment ago. Can you tell people where the news conference is taking place this afternoon?
Yes, if you can hold on one second.
Yep.
But I also want to encourage people to call Attorney General Koster and demand that he uphold Missouri law. Our laws are passed for a reason, to protect women, and that is the reason for that.
Well, I appreciate your time. I know I've got that sheet
I have
of paper.
the address right here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's 4251 Forest Park Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108.
Right.
So
I know,
4251 Forest Park Avenue.
And I know Stacey Washington's going to be out there this afternoon, and which is what drew my attention to the fact that this was happening. So, Kathy Fork with the Team Play. Listen, I appreciate your time.
Thanks. And if they want to come to Columbia at 711 North Providence Road in Columbia, that's where I'll be.
Very good.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yep. Take care of yourself. Appreciate you calling in. Just wanted people to know that was going on, and obviously they're concerned about, the lack of their words, not mine. I don't have personal experience with it, but the lack of emergency medicine being practiced at some of these clinics, or the ability for emergency medicine to be practiced there. So they see that as a safety issue. Let me get